This is The Current Buzz, a podcast powered by Oklahoma Electric Cooperative and OEC Fiber,
dedicated to teaching you what makes us different.
We are coming to you for a special episode today because we have had an onslaught of our members saying that they're being hit up by door-to-door solar panel salespeople. And so Kayla and I have brought Daniel back once again to talk to us about some of the things we need to look for, and quite frankly, some of the things we will never do as OEC and as your utility provider. So to kind of set the scene, Kayla, have you been approached by any of these people yet?
You know, I have not. I'm hesitant to typically open the door to people I'm not familiar with, so I might be a little bit harsh there. But my mom actually, and my mom has had some experience. So she's a member of a cooperative in North Texas, and she called me one day and said, "Do I need solar? I've been told I need to get some solar panels on my house." And I said, "You need to talk to my friend Daniel at work before you do anything." So I have not, but Daniel is the expert, and he's who comes to mind first for me as well when I think about solar. So with that said, I mean, Daniel, do you want to kick off some of the high level points of solar and things that our members need to be looking for when they're considering that?
Absolutely. The price of solar these days has come down to a point where it's pretty appetizing for a lot of people. I mean, it's still a ton of money, but the prices have gotten to where you can almost see some value in it over probably a 13-year span. But solar salesmen, they get paid on commission a lot of times, so you want to just be cognizant of that. They are trying to sell you on something that they provide. But when they come in to size the solar for your house, I want you to just be thinking about how they've sized that. If they're looking at, can I get your July and August bills so I can see what kind of solar system you need to offset that usage, that's a huge red flag to me, because you're going to use more energy in July and August, obviously, because your air conditioner is running nonstop. If they build a solar array to fit that usage, well, then in March or April, where you have half of that usage, your solar is actually going to be overproducing. And we as Utility Oklahoma pay avoided cost for that excess production, which equates to roughly 3.5 cents or something like that from Western farmers. It's our avoided cost. Basically, we're not having to pay the fuel cost on the energy because we didn't have to make it because your house made it. So when you overproduce and we're buying that back at 3.5 cents, you're not getting the full benefit out of it, right? Our retail rate's 9 to 11 cents a kilowatt hour. So you want to offset all of that 9 to 11 cents, but not necessarily overproduce back onto us. So we want them sizing your solar for March or April, October, November, your shoulder months where you have lower usage. It'll offset more of that time, but not overproduce.
I would say even before that, Daniel, warning flag number one for me is OEC does not work directly with any solar providers. We will not come to your door knocking and asking you to put in solar. So if anyone comes to you and says that they are representing OEC, first and foremost, that is inaccurate. Daniel's point about making sure that it is sized correctly speaks a lot to the knowledge of the person who's speaking to you. What other things should people be aware of, or should be red flags for people, Daniel?
So we want your home to perform well before you do anything else to the home. So your house has air infiltration all the time. We actually have a home energy audit program. We can come out, we can test your house to see how leaky or tight that home is. And if that home is leaky, you want to fix those issues before you start putting solar on your house, because I think of it as like a Band-Aid on an artery kind of thing. Yes, solar can offset your usage, but wouldn't you want to fix your usage first? That way you could have a smaller solar array. So call us, let us come test your home. We can say, I would do XYZ before I thought about solar, and then it might make solar make more sense.
The only other thing that I would add to that is my ask always is, if you are considering putting solar on your home, let us be one of your very first calls. We have no dog in that hunt, so to say. So if we will not push anything that you do not need. We also need you to know that it is not just you put panels on your house and it works automatically. It's a little bit more complicated than that, to make sure that the grid talks to each other and make sure that the the power is flowing the correct way. So our ask is always, great. If you want to put solar, that's fantastic. Let us help guide you through that process, because we have specialists who do this in their day-to-day work. And we want to make sure we're assisting, again, our members at the highest level.
You can find us at okcoop.org and oecfiber.com.
Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.